everybody, and welcome to my channel, Rouse Rising. If you are new here, my name is Katie, and today I have an excellent recipe for you. If you are an expecting mother or you are a woman in your childbearing years, this is a really great tea recipe to help boost your nutritional stores and to help your reproductive system so that you can be ready to have a child, or so that you can help regulate your cycles. And also, if you are an expecting mother during your first trimester, this tea will help ease nausea and provide you with the extra nutrition that you need in that first trimester. Let's get started. Okay, so I order all of my herbs from Mountain Rose Herbs, and I buy them in bulk so that I can save money, and then I make the tea here at home myself. And you can go about this a few ways. You can take all of your herbs and pre-mix them into a jar to have on hand whenever you want to make tea. Or you can make each batch of tea separately as you go along, pulling from the bags as you need. The first herb that we are going to add to our tea is nettle leaf. It is abundantly nutritive. It strengthens the body against environmental toxins and helps prevent you from absorbing those toxins. That is very important in early pregnancy. We want to just prevent your body from absorbing any additional toxins and really protect your baby. Nettle leaf has vitamins B, C, K, and E, beta-carotene, calcium, silica, and it provides energy, improves circulation, and tones the muscles and tissues, arteries, and skin. So all around, nettle tea is just super important. It's really great for people that suffer from allergies. If you drink nettle tea in the springtime, this tea is going to help give you that extra boost that you need to fight the allergens in your life. So when I make a half-gallon portion of tea, I like to add 2 tablespoons of nettle to my tea. Now, if I'm going to make a bulk batch of dry tea to keep on hand so that my dry tea is already mixed up, I'm going to do 2 cups of nettle leaf. I'm going to do 2 to 1 here with the nettle leaf. So I'm going to do 2 cups, and then I'm going to do 1 cup of each of the others. And then it's also 2 to 1 ratio when I make it by the single batch. So here we have 2 tablespoons of nettle leaf in there. The next herb that I'm going to add to my first trimester tea is hawthorn. Now this is the leaf and the flower. Hawthorn is a gentle adaptogen. It strengthens the heart through its circulatory powers. It also benefits the joint lining and helps boost your collagen and supports the discs in the lower back, which you really are going to need that as your baby grows. You're going to need the discs in your back to be healthy and the collagen to be strong. So hawthorn berry is great for that. I'm going to add 1 teaspoon of hawthorn berry to my tea blend. And then I'm going to do 1 cup to my bulk. Now, if you're curious about this recipe, you can look below in the description, and I will have all of these measurements written down there for you. And also, please leave a comment and be sure to subscribe to my channel for more about pregnancy-related topics. All right, so now in here we have the 2 cups of nettle, 1 cup of hawthorn, and the next thing we're going to add is meadowsweet. Now, meadowsweet is a joyful and delightful scented tea. It has vitamin C, iron, silica, which eases the body of inflammation, heartburn, nausea, aches, and pains. This is a really important tea to have in your first trimester. So I'll do a teaspoon of that, and then I'm going to put a cup of it in my bulk batch. Okay. The next herb we are going to add to our first trimester tea is strawberry leaf. Strawberry leaf is a very cooling tonic. It helps prevent against miscarriage. It's cooling to the system, and it's going to sweeten our tea. So 1 tablespoon of strawberry leaf, and I do heaping tablespoons if you've noticed. And then I'm gonna add 1 cup to my mega blend. And this is gonna be for batches. Now, I like to add fresh grated ginger to my first trimester herbal tea. Ginger is a great aid for morning sickness. It helps calm the stomach and soothe the lining so that you're experiencing less of that nauseous feeling. It's also great for protecting you against the cold and flu, which is really crucial when you're pregnant. You do not want to be sick. Okay, so I've added about 1/2 inch of a knob of ginger sliced into my tea. And I also like to add fresh mint. And since it is summertime, we do have mint in abundance. So what I'll do is I'll just drop that in there. And then to my tea, and this is gonna make a really strong infusion, I'm going to add boiling water. Being sure to get it all mixed up nicely in there. If you are nursing during your first trimester, or if you are a nursing mother in general, you might want to skip the peppermint because it can have an effect. If you have too much peppermint in your diet, it can have an effect on your milk supply. But if that is something that you are concerned about, you can skip the peppermint. But let me tell you a little bit about peppermint. Of course, avoid if nursing. It clears the head and soothes muscles. It relieves morning sickness. Contains vitamin C, beta carotene, and B complex vitamins, which are really important for the neural tube of your developing baby in first trimester. So once we have mixed our tea and added the boiling water, what I like to do is just put a lid on it and set it aside so that it can continue to steep for about 12 hours. Now, oftentimes I will make this tea at night and then I let it steep overnight. In the morning, I strain it and then I add honey to it to sweeten just a tad. It tastes delicious as is, but I'm a bit of a sugar nut. I like a little bit of sweetener in mine. So I do add local honey that my neighbor up the road makes. That is also going to help with the local allergens and help me prevent from having any kind of allergy issues from my local pollens. So I like to do that. And then in the morning, once it's cooled, strained, sweetened, I stick it in my refrigerator. And because it's summertime, I love to enjoy this by the quart over ice. And you can drink as much as you like. So I usually go through about 1 to 2 teas per day, depending on what's going on. Now, I am making this tea for myself solely for the purpose of just nourishing my reproductive system. And because I have this tea on hand, I'm just gonna drink it because I like it. I would also recommend that you check out the book, Susan Weed's Herbal Guide for the Childbearing Year. It is a wealth of information, and she goes over all of these details in her book. What herbs to use at what part of your life that you are in, what season of life you are in, what herbs are safe for pregnancy, what herbs are safe for nursing, that kind of thing. So I highly recommend Susan Weed's book, Herbal Guide for Childbearing Years. I will link that down below in the description so that you can access that quickly and easily. So then once I have all of my herbs in here, I'm gonna shake them up. Get everything nice and distributed, and then I will add my fresh ginger or my fresh peppermint when I make my large tea. But in the meantime, I've got all this pre-mixed. Then what I'll do is I will just measure out about 3/4 of a cup of my herbs, and then 3/4 of a cup of these herbs to a 1/2 gallon of boiling water, and that will make you a beautiful infusion for you to enjoy. Thank you guys so much for joining me today. I hope that you liked this herbal tea recipe. Check it out in the description below. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and be sure to click subscribe down here in the corner, and stay tuned for more from my channel, Rouse Rising. Thanks so much. I'm Katie. Bye.